Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another GeminiScaleModelWerx video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I'll be your host. If you guys happen to be stopping by and seeing this video and you like it, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to do a comment because YouTube looks for that kind of stuff so they can push it out to other people with the same interest as you got. Anyhow, the next thing I'd like to say is, in this video, I am going to thank somebody for a very big suggestion. And that person I'm going to say hi to is Marcy Garage 3023. Why, you may ask? Well, apparently he watched my video and he saw what I was doing. And he told me that I should not use the aluminum side of the foam board that I'm using. Because that was my intention, just to take the foam board the way it is, lift it up, put the pink foam board under it, and put this back down. Now, now things are changing, because now I have to really pretty much undo everything. Well, it's all temporary anyhow. And I did take a bunch of pictures, and I'm going to do a slideshow here to show you all the pictures that I did, and, you know, this way you can see that I'll be able to put it back the way it is now. Anyhow, in the video, I do mention that I'm going to have a second level, which you guys already knew that. And I mentioned that there's going to be a couple of industries up there. I am hoping that I can get my cement plant up there because I put a lot of work in it. Most of my structures are scratch built because Walters or Cornerstone or none of these companies make structures that are usable for my layout, for what I want. So I have to scratch build. And you'll see all of that in this video. Anyhow, one of the kits that I always loved, and I had built one many years ago, and I'm going to build it again because I do have a lumber yard on my layout. In fact, I did make a change since the video, since I produced this video. Anyhow, the kit is going to be this Mountain Lumber Sawmill. This is a great kit, man. I built this kit and I loved it. And I didn't have very much talent at the time that I built it. So now, with all the experience I got building models, this kit's going to come out really nice. Since I have a fuel distribution center on my lower level, I need to have a place to get fuel from. So, I'm going to have two of those, what do they call them? Horse head pumps, I think that's what they call them. Nothing big. I might just throw one of the North Island refinery kits in there. I'm not sure yet, but that's going to be the second kit that's going to be up there. So we're going to have the cement, actually it's the third, cement plant, the lumber sawmill, and the fuel oil. And that's going to be up on the top. In fact, there's not even going to be a loop up there. It's going to be, once the helix gets to that level, it's going to switch track out to the different various industries. And there'll be one central track where everybody loads their track up, and then the train will come and get it and bring it down to the yard and blah, 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 blah. Anyhow, I think I did enough rambling for now. I appreciate all my subscribers. I would appreciate it if you're new. Please stop in, say hello, give me a thumbs up, and all of that good stuff. Let's get down and see the video. We'll talk to you guys later. Okay guys, welcome to part number 4 of my new layout rebuild. And if you can remember, I showed you this in the last video. So now we're going to shuffle on over to the center island. And this is what I'm going to have here on the center island. These are all copies of the HO kit of the ethanol plant that they have. And also this is a copy of an HO kit. Scratch built and scratch built. This here is also a scratch build. In my ethanol plant, this side here will get tankers. And then this side here will get the hoppers with the corn and stuff. And then I have a runaround track in there and all kinds of switching stuff. I told you this layout's going to be pretty much a switching layout. And then finally, we'll get over to the other side. And so we got all of that. And there's the helix, or the beginning of the helix. And then we got in here. Now all of these buildings, structures that you see on this table right here, again, all scratched by me, scratch built by me, and they are built from the prototypes. I actually drove around town and got pictures of all of these buildings so I could build them for the layout, because at the time I was doing a prototype. Anyhow, I think we're looking pretty good. Of course, this is all temporary, and I want to thank one of my subscribers that had told me about not using the aluminum tops on here. He said because that could create a problem if you're using DCC, which I am using DCC. Anyhow, this is an overview from the other side of the room. And I think that's looking pretty good. And the upper deck will be between 12 and 14 inches wide. I'm going to have maybe 2 or 3 industries up on the top. Anyhow, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.